We're back with Hilton Head Middle School, High School, and Elementary School Improvement Council Representative Shannon Bedenbaugh talking about the November 5th school bond referendum. All right, I'm going to play devil's advocate a little bit. A lot of folks voted against the last referendum and the one before that because of issues with the, I guess you might say, integrity of the school board itself. Answer that one.
Well, I will answer that first by saying I myself voted against the last one.
Okay.
I've taken a lot of jabs for that, and I've never voted against a school bond referendum before, but I had struggles myself with that transparency. Being involved in the Community Review Project Committee, I fully feel confident that the transparency and the trust is there again. With our new superintendent, Dr. Rodriguez, the transparency that happened to this initial phase and the transparency that's promised going forward.
Okay. If the referendum passes, how sure are we that these are the things that are going to get done and they're going to get done on time and within budget?
So number one, there are laws in regards to the bonds that are issued. So the bonds have already been officially issued and those amounts are allocated where they are to be allocated. But number two, the district has committed to having a committee that's going to walk alongside of them throughout the whole process. This is going to be a committee that's generated of prior and retired CEOs, construction experts, finance experts, and they're going to report to the committee on a quarterly basis and publicly on what the status is on all the projects.
Okay. Worst case, the referendum doesn't pass. Again, what happens?
Building dilapidation does not go away.
Right.
When buildings start to fall apart, they continue to fall apart. Those problems are just going to get bigger and they're going to get more expensive as time goes on. We all know that construction costs do not decline, they go up. And we as a community are going to have to deal with schools that are falling apart. And one of the items that's on there is Robert Smalls International Academy. Because of the age of that building and the dilapidation, that building is going to be rebuilt. It was just as costly to rebuild as it was to renovate. And you're going to be looking at schools that could be renovated now that will have to be rebuilt in the future.
All right, folks are going to say this is a lot about services and about bricks and mortar and things like that, but there's nothing in here that, or maybe not much in here, that pays teachers and that adds to the educational situation, academically. How do you answer that? Is there anything that can be done in a bond issue to do that?
There is not.
Yeah.
Bonds have to go specifically to buildings. They cannot go towards operational costs. So no matter how much we wanted to do that, we would not be able to do that. But I would argue with the fact that it doesn't have to do with the educational outcomes. Just like in places of employment, environment is so important. It's so important to teachers. It's so important to the students and their learning environment. And it's important to keeping good teachers. But on top of that, we need to show our support as a community, that we support the local schools. And I think this is just the first step in the right direction in doing that.
Okay, Shannon, we will do that on November 5th. Thanks so much. Shannon Bedenbaugh, the Hilton Head School Improvement Councils.
Thank you.